podcast, Bookish Reviews, and I'm here today to talk about the books that I hope to finish by the end of the year. Or read. Sorry, I need to clean my glasses, and I didn't think about doing it before I started the camera. So, the first book I would like to finish. Oh wait, I'm missing one. Oh. Okay, there it is. Let me get these off here first. Let's rearrange some stuff. I only have about 5 piles. Okay. I want to finish. The first one up is one that I'm almost finished with. I have about 100 pages. It's Hester by Margaret Oliphant, and I am reading this with everybody that's reading it for Victober. So, and I'm really enjoying it. Everybody else may be finished. I don't know when they were supposed to finish the book, but I'm not quite finished. But it was the group read. Okay, now I also want to finish Ruth Ware's The Woman in Suite 11. I made it to further than that. Okay, I made it to page 172 and then stopped reading it because I had other things I needed to do. So I want to finish that one because I love Ruth Ware's writing. And then I started this in September during my Heir of September readathon, both of these next 2 books. Jane Eyre, which I am physically reading so that I can annotate and tab up some more and write some little notes about it. But I made it to 196 last night. The other one I started in September, and I've made it to page 194, is The Life of Charlotte Bronte by Elizabeth Gaskell. And I would definitely like to get this finished this month, but I just don't know if I'm going to have time. Since it is Victober, both of those, I'd like to get both of them finished. Okay, now let's do my November TBR. And I'm going to start with the bigger books. First of all, I want to read The Lost Baker of Vienna by Sharon Kurtzman. I want to read, and this will probably be both months, The Well-Educated Mind by Susan Wise Bauer. And this might take me into January as well. But I do want to read it and, yes, get familiar with it. I also want to read The Teachers in November by Alexandra Robbins. And this is a year inside America's most vulnerable, important profession. Because I am a teacher. All right. Let me see what's next. Oh. I want to read The Demon of Unrest by Erik Larson. And this is at the dawn of the Civil War. And I'm planning to read that this coming month. I also am planning to read by Erik Larson. I'll put it up here. I have it somewhere. I've put it somewhere and I can't find it. I hid it from myself. I want to read Dead Wake. That's The Sinking of the Lithuania. Okay. I want to read Bearing God's Name by Carmen Joy Imes. And this is about why the Old Testament and the Old Testament law is still important today for Christians. For everybody, really. I want to read Ellen Hildebrand's Winter Storms. This is book 3 in the Quinn family saga. It's actually called the Winter Street series. I want to read How to Read a Book by Mortimer J. Adler and Charles Van Doren, and this will probably be a 2 or 3 month read. All right, got to shuffle some things around. I also want to read How to Read Like a Professor, How to Read Literature Like a Professor, and this is by Thomas C. Foster. I'm putting these back in my November stack. I want to read A Quiet Life by Ethan Joella. This is one of Books of Jenna's book club books this coming month. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. All right. I also this month want to read Romantic Outlaws. This is about Mary Wollstonecraft and Mary Shelley, and this is by Charlotte Gordon. The other book for Books Love Jenna's book club pick, and her book club is called Books Love Everyone, is Stalking the Divine. This is by Kristen Olson. I want to read The Monk. This is for my DIY literature degree. This is week 5 and 6 maybe. Frankenstein. It's a reread, but I still want to read it. For the 250th birthday celebration of Jane Austen that Anne and Charlene are doing. I will link them below. I'm going to read Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I'm going to read The Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe. I'm going to read Buried Wilderness Secrets Cold Case by Jamie Jo Wright. Also by Jamie Jo Wright. I'm going to put it up here because I haven't gotten it in because it hasn't been released yet. I want to read The Bell Tolls at Traeger Hall. Done. Okay. We're going to do this in a few different sessions. Okay, 2 of my other books for my DIY literature degree. They are the last 2 in my semester, which will carry on into January. One is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, and the other one is Hard Times by Charles Dickens. I would like to read or start toward the end of the year or now Villette by Charlotte Bronte. I just love this cover, and this is the Wordsworth Classics edition. Yes, I really want to read this. And I would like to start A Tale of Two Cities. I don't know if I'm going to have time or not for either of those, but I'm putting them on the list. All right, and the last 2 books for Books Love Jenna's book club, Books Love Everyone. Roshani Choksky, I don't know, I'm sorry. The Gilded Wolves. And then Jill Jones, Eiffel's Tower. She's had me reading so much nonfiction that I've even chosen to read some on my own, and I have loved it. Okay, now we're going to get into the Christmas books I would like to read. I always do a reread of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. For the 250th birthday celebration of Jane Austen, I'm reading A Jane Austen Christmas by Maria Grace. And A Jane Austen Christmas by Carlo DeVito. And this is celebrating the season of romance, ribbons, and mistletoe. I would like to read An Irish Country Christmas by Patrick Taylor, even though I have yet to finish the first book in this series. I just really want to read some Christmas books this year. I've had this on my shelf for 2 years, and I want to read it. It's The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. And these are some maybes. I got these when I was watching a couple of Books of Jenna's videos. They were ones that she had read, and they looked interesting. One is Bellwether Rhapsody by Kate Raculia. I'm sorry, I'm butchering these names. The Santa Suit by Mary Kay Andrews. Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle. A Murder at Balmoral by Chris McGeorge. There's one more. I don't know where it went. Here it is. Y'all see my boxes of tea? That's how I have to order tea now. And I know there's a sticker on here, but I've yet to take it off. Anita Hughes' Christmas at the Chalet. So, those are all the books I would like to read before the end of the year. Some of them take priority, such as my DIY literature degree and Jenna's book club picks. But it would be wonderful if I could get them all read. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, be sure to click that subscribe button, turn the bell on for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.